Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. So there's a new GB News source came out saying that Meghan and Harry are absolutely upset. They're so upset that America and everyone is basically lashing out at them. They can't handle it, you guys. They're hurt. They're hurt, and they just don't understand when they're just trying to help. We're just trying to help. We're just communal narcissists, and you won't accept us as communal narcissists. They're hurt and appalled by the clapback or the backlash. My response on X to this was, well, we are not here to coddle them. So basically what I did was, Markle understands this and she utilizes this. So let's use this on her. People are kind of liking that. So yeah, basically I'm taking the narc game and I'm turning around and playing it right back on her. That's really what people need to do. Well, we're not here to coddle you. We don't care if you're hurt. We don't like it. We're going to call you out. Basically, they don't like being called out. It's really offensive to them to get called out, as we know. It's like being told, no, you're not appropriate. You're not socially appropriate. And God forbid, we know she wants to be worshipped. That's not a good angle to get worshipped, and it's simply not happening. So yeah, she wants that plausible deniability. She'll probably try some angle. So I want to see what's her next angle. That's what this spread's about, because we know she's triggered mad. Nothing's going right, and she doesn't know what she's going to do next. She's at the end of the road here. Can't accept it, but she likes that plausible deniabilities, and that's how they gaslight people. Well, the plausible deniabilities just aren't there anymore. That's the problem. So we're not going to coddle you, Meghan. No, we're not going to coddle you. No plausible deniabilities anymore. We are not confused. I say that often when I finally get a good character analysis of someone. I'm like, I am not confused. Don't confuse me with someone else who's confused. They need that confusion. They need plausible deniability so they can keep playing their games. Well, the game's up. The game's absolutely up. So what's the next gig? What's she going to do to get out of this, since nobody's coddling her? Nobody's coddling either one of them. And Harry's court case was backpedaled too. So they're not coddling to him either. So whatever's going to happen there, he's going to be told no to. I just don't see it going well for him. Here we go. Not coddling the pair. So what's the pair going to do? What's the pair going to do? What's next? What's next? Oh no, what's next? The loaf of bread's running out. Harry, get to the store and get me some more wine. Please, Harry, go get some more weed. Can you go to the weed shop for me? I need some more of my favorite Tig wine. No, that loaf of bread's not good enough. I'm going to hit your head with it. Go get a better one. What is next for the pair? How is she going to get out of this one? How is she going to try to get out of this? How is she good? Because she wears the pants here. Harry's just the idiot on the side. Well, there we go. I will take that. And that I'm putting over here and taking that. So there we go. I'm going to use this as my first pull here. She wants her wishes to come true, but nothing's changed and nobody loves her. Well, there you go. We aren't going to coddle you. We're not going to give you a healing energy of the Ace of Cups upright. We're giving it to you in reverse. So basically, everyone's shutting her down. Nobody loves her. Nobody wants to give her that new emotional beginning. She knows she can't heal unless she gets what she wants. I want what I want. I want a positive completion. I want the wishes come true. But everyone's telling me no. Everyone's got their doors closed. The emotional doors are shut. And so whatever she says she loves also coming from her end is also artificial anyways. It's all platonic. Whatever she says she's going to do is platonic anyways. So people know she's a fake. You're a fake. Do you really like cooking? Are you really the woman who is the good with pets, kids, children, animals on a farm and doing all that? No. We know that whatever she acts like she loves and she's trying to put out there with this new emotional beginning is artificial. So we know artificial when we see artificial. And with that Knight of Wands in reverse is nobody's going to be loyal to her. There's absolutely no loyalty. She played us and it failed. So upright, the Knight of Wands is a player. I'm going to play you, but we don't want your games. We're done with your games. And so basically, she thinks she's a hero. That's that hero complex position of going in there, stomping on people's property, acting like she cares, when really it's platonic and she was just getting what she wanted. She was just getting what she wanted, and we called her out. So we're closing our emotional door. This changes nothing. You could still want what you want, but everyone's closing their door. People are thinking, well, we're not going to support you because it's support in reverse. We're not going to allow you to create any more situations. The connections are in reverse. No fresh chapters. Where's your children? Hey, where's your kids? That Ace of Cups in reverse. No divine interventions coming for her. We don't care about you. That Ace is in reverse. So we're not going to focus on you. We're going to ignore you now. She wants the focus. So sorry, not going to happen. So what she thought was assertiveness and striving forward in her own mind's eye, thinking she could seed new things, seed and thrive. She's not thriving. She's failing. So it's a fail. Fickle mood saying, we don't care about you. Challenging position. Yeah, she's an aggressor. She's an aggressor of the Knight of Swords, which can come off as kind of someone who, over a personal event, so she went into the fires. She thought she can jump in and go in and take what I want, and I can put out the message. I can put out messages because I belong there. So it basically, her focus was never going to waver. She's did it before. She's doing it again. So the focal point here is taking a step back, because she lacks a conscience and she really doesn't care. And no one's caring about her either. No one cares about you. We're not crying over you. We're calling you out as being an aggressor. You're a message of caution. And guess what? We're all going to take a step back. So she's going to have to take a step back herself to figure things out. She's not crying over it though, but it's a negative completion there for her with that 9 in reverse. 9 in reverse is a negative completion. She would rather have people go in there and cry. She wasn't crying for these people. She had no conscience. She didn't care. She was getting there for her needs to be met, obviously, because she had the hero complex. She really didn't feel for anyone. It was a facade management of looking like she cared, but really it was strictly cognitive and no compassion whatsoever. Really not worried about the communication with people because she actually is tapped out emotionally. She's tapped out consciously. She doesn't have a conscience. Her conscience is pretty much, she's an empty crater. And with that empty crater, she really doesn't feel. So she'll probably just take a step back, try to wait, and then she's going to probably relapse and do it again, because she'll relapse again because it's very challenging for her not to rush in and do the hero complex. She acts like she's a hero, but she's not. It's false hero. So it came as a shock. Oh my God, I can't believe it. This is such a major shift. Oh my God, how am I going to clear the energy to rise up? Oh, it's beyond my control. That doesn't serve her because it's beyond her control. She wants to be in control, no control. People don't love you. She wants to control the narrative so that people will love her. And she thinks it's her right. She thinks, well, I'll just find something else to do here with the Page of Pentacles. With that Page of Pentacles, that is finding her meaning, plans for the future. So she's going to plan, okay, what can I do next? I guess I just need to be a little bit patient and try to remain grounded. I need to meet my dreams, and I'm going to manifest some good news. She thought it would be good news, but it didn't. And she thought that it would be received that way too. She thought it'd be received that way, but now she's going to go in plan mode and take a step back, but she will probably relapse. Feelings in the situation, it crashed and burned. She went in and it didn't go well. It's kind of a form of revenge. Get attention. I'll show you. It's her black and white shifting thinking of mental issues of I must win. I must go in there. I'm going to act like I'm a divine help. And I'm going to act like I can go in and the universe is blessing me and I'm helping you and I got the willpower and, I'm going to, be in control and I'm going to rush ahead. It's another rushing ahead with uncertainty because it's a 7 and not too certain how it would go because 7's a challenging test, but the test failed. Now she's the loser. She aimlessly charged ahead and is now at the end of the road for her. Her wheels are falling off, total crash and burn, mental collapse, can no longer go in anymore. So this is collapsing and crashing down her hero complex in her ways of thinking she can just stomp all over people's drama and their hurt and pain in life, that she can get some benefit from it. So it's crashing down. Outside influences. Yep. So we got here with the 3 of Swords in reverse. Now she's going to have to be careful with what she says. She's going to try to recover. She still doesn't care how she hurts people, but she's going to sit back for a while and try to be careful what she says. So she's hoping people will probably go quiet a little bit because it's a divorce position of trying to heal after loss, after feeling like, well, we don't care if we hurt you, Megan. This is me saying, the public, because this is outside of her, We don't care about you, and we don't care if we hurt you. We're crashing and burning you. And we want you to take a step back, Megan. So that's the public saying, basically, like I just said, I don't care to coddle you. I'm not here to coddle you. So she's cracking under the pressure with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yep, being criticized. Yeah, you're being criticized, all right. So now she's going to use victimhood. She went by her lower self, and basically she has to deal now with her childhood wounds. There's embarrassment in this position because upright, hoping that she can act like, she's winning and succeeding, that she deserved to be there, and that she can create some sort of victory energy, knowing there are enemies out there, feeling defensive, feeling, boundaries of protection, but feeling like, she could defend other people and help them, help myself, but also prop myself up. I'm going to prop myself up into this position. And I went past boundaries. She went past boundaries. She broke through boundaries. There were boundaries. And even though she knew she shouldn't have, she would have been better if she'd stayed in this position. But here, she's now under attack. She's got to give up. It's a massive fail. It was her lower self. And basically now people are blocking her. She was mentally feeling blocked. Okay, there's enemies, but I'm going to push through the boundaries of these enemies. Well, the enemies are now, we're all saying, we don't care if we hurt you. We're going to call you out, and you're cracking under the pressure, and we're calling you out now that you're a lower vibe individual. And so now she's going to be overly cautious. She's going to be in this overly cautious position. But she still wants it boundary free. She doesn't adhere to boundaries. We know narcissists are boundary free individuals. She tested the boundaries and she failed. That 7 is in reverse. So whatever challenging test, it just failed. Challenging test failed. Lots of testing failed. She's just a massive fail. And she thought she could manipulate the situation to get what she wanted. Master manipulation, but it's a fail, and she got busted. So she thought she could be the actor. She was acting, I'm hugging my coworkers, and let's pretend you're a victim of the burns. No. This was her colleague here that she was hugging. So she thought she can get what she wanted. If I want it, I'm going to get it. I have the power in my life to do it. So she used her power and influence, her position, to get what she wanted. She put on her acting hat. She thought she could get new opportunities. She thought she could lie, be smooth, and get more resources. And she can offer that the universe would bless her because I'm here to help in her mind's eye. And I'm a powerful manifester, and I can get whatever I want. Well, she's finding out she can't. It's not possible. That the universe isn't blessing her. She doesn't have power. You're nobody. You're a terrible actor. We called you out. You're cracking under the pressure. We called you out. You're just putting on your acting cap that you were hugging and kissing your coworker there. And we seriously don't care to coddle you, Megan. And you're just nothing but a master manipulator. It's an 8 in reverse. So she can't manifest anything she wants. It's all crashing down on this actor. She cannot go back to acting. She's a terrible actress. And it's coming to the end. It's really coming to the end. Between this and this, she will not get what she wants. And she has no conscience, so she's not super concerned because she doesn't see it. But this has always been her journey, her path. This is what she knows. This is all she knows. This is what she's been dedicated to, is just basically, she's a gate crasher. She's always been a gate crasher and a stalker, right? And that's really what this is. She has lived a life of gate crashing, stalking, and breaking through boundaries and pushing through them to push her way into what she wanted. This is all she knows. This is her life path, is as she knows it. But her life path is landing on her being a global. Everyone now knows her as an instigator of manipulation, an instigator of a crash and burn, an instigator of not caring about hurting other people, an instigator of having cognitive empathy. It's not real empathy. An instigator of doing what pleases her, an instigator of being a tower crasher, causing disruption everywhere she goes, thinking she can clear the path and get what she wants and rise herself up. Oh, it's a horrible situation, but there's beauty in the moment, and I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to transform myself out of this situation, using other people's pain for her benefit and acting like she's going in there cognitively to heal the situation, but truly she's not. It's all master manipulation. So there's that. Let's get to the center of the deck. So it's looking like nothing good's coming her way. So she's going to go into psychosis here, with the Moon card. And she's drowning in her hidden truths. She's going to try to go in her mind, and she's going to try to find some new reality through mental illness and psychosis of the Moon. So she's hitting a real high, strong imagination of lunacy and mental illness. She's trying to find scenarios in her brain. She's also trying to face what she's fearing. She just can't cope with reality. So her neurotic energy of imagination and confabulations of, this is what I said earlier, confabulated mind. So she's trying to confabulate what she can do next. So she's going to go deep into fantasy and think about, how can I continue on with my rose-tinted glasses, because I can't really cope with reality. So her neurotic mind is going to think up more lies and try to keep the truth away from everyone. So she's really going into strong imagination, the imagination card of the Moon, and it's not working because she can't seed those imaginations, because everyone knows she's a toxic person to avoid with that Sun in reverse. And she's now ignored. God forbid if the narcissist is ignored, because she's a manipulator. The manipulation failed. The confabulations failed. Everyone's seeing her as a mental head case of psychosis, imagination, and lies. And with that Sun, she's into self-deceit. So she's deceiving herself. Her low self-esteem is triggered. She knows that people don't want to see her. Stay the hell away. We don't care about you. Take a step back. Take a step back. We don't want to see you. We don't want to hear from you. Whatever you're doing is not working. We're just crashing and burning, and we don't care. We're not coddling you. We're going to keep challenging you to the point where you're cracking under the pressure. So she's going to go into deep depression here with the Sun in reverse. There's no renewal energy. She cannot renew new storylines of confabulations of lies and narcissistic, psychotic new narratives. Her narratives are falling flat, and with that Sun in reverse, she has to learn these lessons in life, but she's going to keep lying to herself in her mental illness. So her mental illness is being heavily triggered. So I would say she's having a relapse of mental illness right now, and people see her as that way, and she has to stay in the shadows. We don't want to see you. And it's such a rocky path. She just doesn't want to learn the lesson. She's going to say no to it. Everyone will say no to Megan's inner child of thinking she's going to be playful, or she's fun and she's cheery and she's sunny disposition. She's not. She's a very dark person to avoid. Stay in the shadows. She's being shoved in the shadows of mental illness. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.